a lot of Southeast Asian music genres is seen as trashy, as cheap, which is why it's definitely not played in the club.
With Eastern Margins, what we want to do is we want to challenge those preconceptions.
The budots? The Filipino saying it's like classic.
Eastern Margins is crucial. They've bridged the gap through music and art and partying. Isn't that a beautiful thing?
Vous connaissez la K-pop ou la J-pop, mais sans doute beaucoup moins le funkot, maniao ou la vina house. Normal, il est quasi impossible d'en entendre, du moins en Europe. À Londres, le DJ chinois Lumi, alias David Zhu, a remédié à ce problème. Fatigué de finir dans le même bar à karaoké à chaque nouvel an lunaire, il a décidé de créer le collectif Eastern Margins. Des soirées dédiées aux scènes alternatives d'Asie de l'Est et du Sud-Est, de la Corée du Sud à l'Indonésie, en passant par la Thaïlande. 8 ans plus tard, le collectif a bien grandi et se délocalise même à l'international.
Budots in the Netherlands, yo, I need to be here.
Comment Eastern Margins réunit les diasporas asiatiques autour de ces scènes alternatives? On est parti découvrir ça en allant fêter l'année du cheval de feu avec le collectif de Londres à Amsterdam.
Hi guys. Hey, how you doing? It's so good to see you. Yeah. I'm David, founder of Eastern Margins. We are a cultural incubator for alternative Asian culture. So we do release records, manage artists, do events, and tonight we're basically here just outside of the Barbican, celebrating Lunar New Year with the whole family of Eastern Margins. And yeah, we've got a show tonight. We've got Oscar here, we've got May, we've got Nick, we've got Jambo, who's going to be performing tonight. So we're creating Eastern Margins in a shitty dive bar with one working speaker and our laptops. Proud to say, a lot of the artists that we've worked with for that show still are the artists that we're working with to this day.
Oh, good.
As a Chinese kid growing up in the UK who never really belonged anywhere, the rave was the first place where I felt like the same as everyone. We wanted to take that energy, so that's the two combination of the words, Eastern and Margins. Eastern, a lot of ways representing our Eastern Southeast Asian background and heritage, and the Margins representing everything that we loved and cared about the rave. I mean, this is the entrance to the show for tonight, basically, so welcome to the Barbican.
Eastern Margins is a part of the revolution. We're trying to give East Asians a little bit of a sleigh.
This is kind of the first space where there's sort of visibility for East and Southeast Asian.
I am Belgian, Korean, but I grew up in Belgium. To be honest, only when I moved to London, people started asking me this question, or where are you from? I don't know, I feel like I only started becoming aware of the fact that I am Asian in my music since I moved to London, which I think is so cool, because where I grew up, there isn't this thing of community, especially not around Asian or Asian diaspora people making music. And I feel like there's several collectives or groups in London that do this, but I think Eastern Margins of what they do, it's felt so sincere and so special and so good.
For Eastern margins and for myself, it's important not to fall into the trap of talking so much about stereotypes and cliches that you end up reproducing them. We should always be looking for new stories to tell. We should be looking for new angles to uncover and to create new things as well.
So the show that we did at ARTE for Margins United was one of the greatest shows in my life, honestly. It felt culturally meaningful. It felt like something special, and looking out and seeing not only 1,500 people, but all people that kind of look like you, going crazy to the music. That's something that you can't even expect.
How we feeling right now, Barbican? So my name's Jambo. I'm too excited right now to perform. The Barbican. We're gonna give them some shit they ain't really heard of the Barbican before. At your family house, give them a foul, let's go, let's bounce. I'm gone, let's bounce. I'm gone, let's. So the man don't play, don't calm down. The dance floor looking for one gal. They party every night, so I'm run down. That's till the day break out from the sundown. These scumbags said they got funds now. But they run with them youngers, calm down. Put the dirt, I had to make it out somehow. Saying that I'm halfway there, but I can't sound. I'm off with the flesh. Well, they don't mean jack, they just want Henny, let's build this yak. I came from the flats, told that girl I don't want her back. Still I love that back, still I got crystal power on tap. She spent that night, didn't take no nap, I had to make that. I didn't need no map, everywhere I go I see cameras flash.
My early projects were born out of kind of a period in my life when I was developing as an artist, and I guess grime was always the first port of call. So I was always intent on kind of mixing grime and more local South London sounds with some other UK sounds like jazz, classical, even electronic.
Push it from the start, ignition, broke with the car from the cleanest kitchen. Every day I starved was born, another day that another scar been spawned. We came up at the hardest point, only made it this far with the calmest voice. No, this ain't karma's choice, if I had it my way, then I'm thinking, wishing. Push it for the start.
And my perspective has been, I guess, not always well documented. My family are, refugees from the Vietnam War. I was born in South London, raised there my whole life, and we had our own community, our own culture.
But the stamp say they hate me, never seen me, the dream with the team on ice. Why they want separate lines, it's fine, but now I'm not treading on lines. Where I'm from, we're not getting two tries, the first in line, and only that time. And I can't resurrect like Mike if I die, but no, we don't talk about dying.
My sister's in that video, my mother's in that video, all my friends, people I grew up with, old friends, new friends. It was just my community, the world I live in, and it continues to be that. So to me, it's just a reflection of life. People think I've made such an artistic statement by just putting the people around me in front of the camera.
I think nowadays, we're really, really, really keen to stress that representation is not an end in and of itself. We start looking at our own cultural and musical roots, and I think that extends into looking at places and looking at scenes that didn't get the recognition that they might have deserved. I'm talking about genres like budots from the Philippines. I'm talking about funkot from Indonesia. I'm talking about Thai kpop from Taiwan. I wasn't born in those scenes. I didn't grow up with those scenes. So even for me, I'm always going to be an outsider. And I think that's a responsibility for us as a platform and for us as a space to treat those genres and those cultures with a healthy amount of respect. Give you an example, right? DJ Love is the originator and one of the pioneers of budots. He needs to be the one DJing. Let's get him in the room.
Hi, DJ Love. Yeah, hi. So nice to meet you. Hi, Oscar. How are you?
I'm good.
Fine.
I'm part of Eastern Margins. I've been with them for about a year now. And yeah, I came from the UK today to join. So we've got headliner DJ Laura Sati, Ever, from Amsterdam, and then I'm here as well from the UK.
So cool.
Let's go.
DJ Love, c'est donc l'un des pionniers du budots, un genre de musique électro philippin qui a explosé en 2024 grâce à ce remix de Dr Beat par DJ Ronald. DJ Love, de son côté, a commencé à produire ses premiers morceaux dès le début des années 2000 sur Fruity Loops, depuis son café internet dans un quartier défavorisé de Davao au sud du pays. Pour créer ses sons, Sherwin Tuna, son vrai nom, enregistre au magnétophone les klaxons de bus de sa ville, les bruits de gecko, ou imite les sifflements insistants des mecs dans la rue. Bref, tout instant de vie quotidienne est une inspiration, vraiment tout.
The first I think is my neighbors. They are fighting, and so very annoying. So I got my Walkman and I record their voices. You stupid pid. I put it in the music, and then you stupid pid. You stupid like that.
Le budots, c'est pas hyper bien vu aux Philippines. C'est perçu comme une musique de rue. Budots, d'ailleurs, ça veut dire feignant en Bisaya. Pourtant, aujourd'hui, le genre cumule des dizaines de millions de streams dans le monde. Pas mal pour une musique de feignant.
Budots is a 140 style BPM. You start with the beat, the snare, yeah. And then the second one is the bass, yeah. Yeah, that's it. If you know the bass, then it's done. Tung, 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 tung. This is the lead. Then you have a budot style.
Now we're gonna go up for my sound check. And then it's going to be Sharon's sound check after mine. And in half an hour, the venue will open. My parents are Indonesian. They're like first generation immigrants. There's a big Indonesian, very big Indonesian diaspora in the Netherlands because they were colonized. I only know a handful of people in the Netherlands and Germany, where I'm based now, that play Southeast Asian genres. And I'm one of them, and then there's 3 of my friends. Okay. I think a lot of Southeast Asian music genres, such as budots, is seen as trashy, as cheap, which is why people who play this kind of genres are not getting booked. Hiya. Hi. Thank you.
Today?
I've been DJing for 7 years now. Actually, the first time I DJed was in Indonesia, was in Yogyakarta. Tonight, I will play only Indonesian music genres. This is a good example of a genre called Indo Bounce. Has a lot of Latin American influences, actually. It's a mix of this Indonesian genre that's already older called the Jungle Dutch. Jungle Dutch is an Indonesian genre that takes a lot of inspiration from breakbeat, for example, from like European genres. Indonesians love really fast music. There's this other genre called funkot. Yeah, funkot comes from funky kota. And it's the kind of music that you'd really hear in like the public space in Indonesia. So that's like the angkot equivalent of like buses in Indonesia. So this is the newest genre I have. It's a mix between this Indonesian genre dangdut, which has been there since the 60s, the 50s. Recently, that's also been kind of getting into the attention of like a lot of Gen Z producers, and they are mixing it with hyperpop. It's called hyperdut.
Hyperdut.
Yeah, Or you can call it Indonesian cloud rap as well.
I'm really happy to see that there's these underground artists from East Asia and Asia. They're starting to get recognized more in the Western world. They're starting to get more mainstream on Boiler Room, etc. And it's starting to grow.
This is the first time I actually heard about a Filipino DJ that came to the Netherlands.
And he showed me the dances, and we've been doing the dance. And then you're supposed to go lower and lower, you know?
Hey, hey, hey.
Les moves que son pote lui a appris et qu'il maîtrise hyper bien, c'est DJ Love qui les a inventés. Sherwin est aussi chorégraphe, il est même à l'origine des Camoose Boys et des Camoose Girls, deux groupes de danseurs et danseuses qui apparaissent dans ses clips et qui tirent leur nom de la rue dans laquelle il les filme. C'est pour inciter les jeunes à danser plutôt qu'à se droguer ou à rejoindre des gangs qu'il a créé ces gestes en s'inspirant de danses traditionnelles locales et du quotidien de son quartier.
The Davao City is so many, you know, they kill the gangster, drug addicts, you know. They put a solvent in a plastic bag and then they, like that, and they get high. So we invented the budots style steppings, like that. Yeah. Yeah, and then sometimes when you do drugs, you'll be killed, you will be shot in the head like that, and like that, like that. I slogan it with the team, yes to dance, no to drugs. That's my mission about the budots.
Girl, it was so fun and it was fire. I mean, like, I danced the whole time. I had my legs sore and 10, 10, 10, 10 in, 10 in, 10 in, 10, 10, 10 in, 10 in. You see?
My parents are both from Hong Kong, but I didn't grow up there. I actually grew up here in the Netherlands. I do remember car journeys. We would just have music on, you know, CDs. And this was just one of those songs that I remember really latching onto. It's just, you know, cheesy Eurodance, but Cantonese. Even to this day, I'm still kind of chasing that sound. And so, yeah, it was just amazing to come back to the Netherlands and play this song in the club. The genres that I love playing are hyperpop, J-core, which is like Japanese hardcore, techno, and trance. And I actually find that East Asian music typically is quite emotional. So in that sense, I feel like that's part of my heritage in a way, you know, like that kind of connection to the emotional aspect of music. So that's what's really cool about Eastern Margins, is that I met so many people who had the same story, and you know, not belonging in either cultures kind of suddenly became okay because we belonged with each other, you know.
We've had 30 years of techno. I think it's time to move on, to be honest.
Si vous aussi vous pensez qu'il est temps de passer à autre chose, dites-nous en commentaire où vous aimeriez qu'on emmène notre caméra. Et en attendant, abonnez-vous à la chaîne de ARTE Tracks.